Hello, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be editing a photo in Capture One. This is one of the things I do on this channel. In case you're new here, this channel is dedicated to creative people, creative professionals, anybody who is passionate about expressing himself. And my goal on this channel is to inspire you to be more, to do more, and to have more. And by that I mean exploring tools, equipment, software, tricks, skills, mindset, personal productivity hacks, and all of those things that help you to just live a fuller life and enjoy this life, enjoy your talents, and get inspired. And as I've said before in previous videos, photo editing is one of my favorite things to do. That's what started me on my journey into photography, filmmaking. It all started with photo editing. And I have a couple of videos. In fact, I have a playlist on this channel that speaks about photo editing. And one of the things I always say is that editing photos is one of the ways that you can incorporate story into photography. Because, story is all about conveying meaning, conveying lessons in a way that is engaging, that people can remember because it touches them at an emotional core or touches them inside. And stories is how knowledge, learning, values, culture has been translated or transmitted from generation to generation over the course of human history. We cannot avoid stories, an integral part of our existence. And I talk about storytelling a lot on my channel as well. So in photography, one of the ways that you can really add story to your images is to edit. And so if you're really interested in being a good storyteller, you have to at least be interested in a little bit about editing. I have Capture One open, and I'm just going to look through some images that I captured on a recent photo walk. There are a couple of interesting images here. I went out with a friend of mine over last weekend, and I'm already creating a video about that experience. I did some behind the scenes. I'll just select some images and we'll edit them just to see what we can do with Capture One. Capture One is an amazing software, by the way. It's really exciting to use. There are so many beautiful images here. I don't even know which one to pick. Let's pick this image. There's a lot we can do with this image. And sometimes what I do, first of all, is I just do like an auto adjustment. So up here, I click on auto adjust just to see what Capture One is going to do. So what it did was to brighten the whole image so we can see a lot more. But I don't think I want my image to be this bright. So I'll undo that. First of all, am I okay with the framing of the image? Am I okay where the image is placed? This is the main focus of the image, right? This is what draws your attention to the image. This is the subject or the focal point or the highlight of the image. This white house partially hidden behind all this foliage and all this green. So I want to just make it very dramatic and make it center. So the first thing I usually do when I'm editing is I crop. And it's quite easy to do that in Capture One. First of all, when you click on crop, you see this grid comes out that helps you to think about the rule of thirds. So I have various options. I can place the image right in the center of the frame like this, or I can crop it out and put it in somewhere like in the rule of thirds. I think for this option, I'm just going to make it a little bit more central. So let's just do something like this. Straighten it by tweaking it a little bit. There you go. I think this looks good. If I press enter, now we have a new composition. I think I still want to adjust it a little bit. So let's go back. I just want to look a bit more straight. Yeah, this is fine. All right, so let's see what we can do about the blacks. The blacks look pretty black. And you can brighten it up by tweaking the black slider a little bit like this. I think I like this. Raise the black so you see a little bit more detail in the blacks. That's fine. I usually don't touch the white so much. I reduce the highlight a little bit just so that I can have a little bit more detail. What else would I like to do to this image? To be honest, it doesn't look like there's much to do with this image. It looks great just the way it is, but maybe one thing I'll do is I want to selectively sharpen the subject, right? So because it's the subject, it's the main focus of the image, you want it to be most likely the sharpest thing. So if I select just this, and the good thing about Capture One is that it has this feature called AI Select. And so I'm going to click on the AI Select button. And what it does is that it automatically senses or predicts what you are trying to select. And it has done this really nicely. Before AI and before these kind of smart features, usually what you would do is you would either use a brush, or if you're in Photoshop, you use your select tool. But because these software have some of these intelligent features nowadays, it's easy to select. So I'm selecting this. You can tweak it so that your selection always shows. Over here, it shows that it's already selected, but I want to tweak the settings so that it always shows. Here, always display mask. So the mask is displayed. Let's remove it so we'll see the changes. So we know that it's selected now. And so what I want to do is basically to sharpen it. So I'll come to this refine tab, and in this viewfinder here, I want to make sure it's on the house. Good. So we'll see what exactly is happening. And sometimes, just to be sure of what the effect does, I pull the slider all the way to the end, to the extreme, just to see what the extreme looks like. And in this instance, of course, you can see how sharp it is. We don't want it to be unrealistically sharp. We just want to boost it a little bit. And so I just tweak the radius a little bit, the sharpening a little bit, just to bring it out. Another thing I like to do is maybe the saturation. I want that warm reddish tinge on the roof to really pop. So if I bring it all the way up, you see what happens. Unfortunately, even some red in the whites is showing. I don't want that. It's just the roof I'm focused on. I could easily create a separate selection for the roof, but just to save time, I'll just tweak it a little bit like this. That looks good to me. So the other thing I'll do is I could also still create another selection for the surrounding area. So let's create another layer. And this time we're still going to go to the AI selection, and we're going to select everything but the house. So here I'm selecting everything but the house, right? Another way to do this would be to select the house again, and then you come here and do an invert mask. So now everything except the house is selected. And this time I'll go to the clarity panel, and this time I want to just reduce the clarity and sharpness. If I do the extreme, you see what happens? Everything becomes a bit blurry. I don't want it to be unrealistic. So just tweak just a little, and then also the structure. If I increase the structure, it makes it more defined. These are just little tweaks, but what I'm essentially trying to do is I'm trying to emphasize that house. With the color composition and the tones, it's already clear that that house is the main subject because it's white. The colors are different from every other thing, but I'm just enhancing it. And that's the storytelling part of photo editing I'm talking about. I'm trying to really make this pop. So now the house is sharper and the surrounding is a little bit less defined, which helps the house to really pop out. Now, if I was going to do any other thing on this, I'll probably create another layer, a new field adjustment layer. I mean, this is like a new layer with a fresh image, if you want to put it that way. And the only thing I'm going to change now is the colors. So let's go to the color editor and tweak things a bit. So I've selected the greens, and let's play around with the sliders a bit. If I move it all the way here, you can see the hue of the green changes. Move it all the way here, it warms it. Oh, this looks really nice. So which one do you prefer, guys? Do you prefer this or this? Hard to choose. Let me just go with what my gut feels, right? Well, yeah, so I like this warm image. And besides, it's storytelling, it's fantasy world. You can tweak things to suit a particular aesthetic or convey a certain mood or feeling, right? If I reduce the saturation of the greens, this is what you get. Increase the saturation of the greens, it really pops. So I'm going to increase it a little bit. How about the lightness? This makes it darker, this makes it brighter. This is just nice the way it is. I really like this. I like this. I'm going to go back to the crop because I want this to fit into a 16:9 dimension so that it fits very well on a video screen. So this is the new crop, 16:9, and I think it looks good. Yeah. Okay. If I had more time, I don't want this video to be too long, I would have removed this little spot here just to really make it perfect. Okay, let's try and see if we can remove a spot. Okay, so what I've done is to reduce that distraction. It's not perfect, but let's try and do one more thing. See how that looks now. It's a bit better. I know I can clone, right? So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm removing that gutter in the picture that I just felt was quite distracting, and I've been able to do that using the clone mask as well as spot removal. So that's better. So here is the final image. I'm going to stop here. So guys, that's the end of this particular video, and this is the final image. I hope you like it, and I hope you learned something. Capture One is a great environment for editing photos, one of my favorites. You should dive in and explore. In another video, I'll probably use a different software, maybe Affinity or Desktop Lightroom or any other software. If there's any other software you want me to use, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, also let me know. And please watch the other videos on this series. There's a playlist for photo editing. And I try to talk about storytelling while I edit photos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.